If it's in Hampton Roads, it's on the Hampton Roads Show.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Hampton Roads Show. Our live audience today is here to get you geared up for the 2013 CHKD Run Walk for the kids coming up a little bit later. We're going to get the details and find out why you'll want to register today.
And art comes to life at the Artist Gallery in Virginia Beach. I will take you on a tour of this unique and colorful gallery that is a stone's throw from the ocean front on this week's edition of Wreck on the Road.
Plus, the prehistoric herd from Ice Age are busy helping Santa bring the North Pole to the center court at MacArthur Center, and everyone in the whole family will enjoy this amazing scene. Always a lot of fun. Yeah. Happy Tuesday, Decision Day.
Decision Day, get out there and vote, exercise your right as an American citizen.
Yes.
So we're talking all things voting today, of course, on this Election Tuesday.
Yeah, the first question is a very simple one. We just want to know, did you vote today or did you take advantage of the early voting? Of course, the polls open here in Virginia at 7 a.m. a couple hours ago. And
6 a.m.
6 a.m., excuse me, 6 a.m. And folks were lined up as early as 4 a.m.
Yeah, lots of long lines today, and I actually stopped by my local poll and stood in line for about 15 minutes or so and looked at my...
that's it?
Well, no, I looked at my watch and I was like, you know what, it's going to take me well over an hour. I will be late for work, so I'm going to have to try to give it a shot a little later on.
Oh, yeah. No, I did early voting,
Okay.
as well as my girlfriend did on Saturday. So there were still long lines for that, though, but it wasn't as long as possibly standing in line, you know, once the polls open. But I think everybody had that idea that we're going to go early. Folks drove by, were like, and so they're, I mean, they have all day to vote, so just wanted to know if you're going to take advantage of it to get that out there. And a lot of folks, you can always keep it to wavy.com for information as far as what do you exactly have to bring when you go voting. A lot of people had some questions around that. Basically, you need to have something, any form of ID, so that they can match to the address that they have on location for you. You know, voter ID, military ID, student ID, driver's license.
Right. Just let them know where you're from. You know, it's just, this is a very interesting election, unlike in 2008. I think, you know, it was very interesting then as well. It was a landslide for Barack Obama against John McCain. But this time around, it's so much closer. And I don't know what the projections are as far as how many votes and how many voters are going to be going out. But it seems as if they're going to be showing up in record numbers. And it's extremely close race this year. Yeah. So it could go either way.
I know.
Obama, Romney, and it's going to be something we'll be watching all day and all night.
Absolutely, and it's just one of those things. As the hours get down and closer to when the polls close, a lot of people are going to be looking to see some of those results and those numbers coming in.
Sometimes people always wonder, will my vote really count? Well, an election like this, why not? I mean, it's going to be close, so why not get out and vote? Yeah,
and your vote could very well be the deciding factor. It definitely makes a difference.
Well, not only that, but there's so many other things you're voting on as well. Amendments to the state constitution, you know, House, Senate seats in Virginia, and mayor races going on. I mean, there's so many different things going on in this election. It's a long list.
It is a very long list. We don't have time to go through the whole entire list.
No, so we are definitely talking polls. We're talking swing states, battleground states. We're talking electoral college and electoral votes, the first to 270. I mean, there's so much going on. It comes around every 4 years to remind you of the American process. It's pretty cool.
Well, I mean, for the last, I don't know how long, anywhere you go, you were reminded who was running for president, who was running for local seats because of the advertising on TV, on the ground, social media, you name it. It was everywhere.
Yeah, in 2008, they spent some $2.8 billion on advertising, not just to candidates, but also special interest groups. This year, they're saying it's going to be around $3 billion. So everywhere you go, especially in Virginia, because it is such a battleground state, there's been so much advertising between on TV, on the radio. Every street corner that you go to, there's a sign, and hundreds of signs, it seems, for just about everything. And we want to know today, does that really make a difference? I mean, does that sway you in any way to change your opinion about a candidate? Is it the advertising that makes a difference? Because so much of the ads are negative and misleading that it can be kind of confusing.
Well, I think in that case with the ads, it may, I don't know if it's a deciding factor for a lot of folks, because a lot of the public opinion that you hear is, hey, we're tired of seeing the ads, but for some folks it may have them dig a little bit further into the person that they're interested in voting for to say, hey, is this really true? It may, you know, force them to do a little bit more research, but I think as far as is it a deciding factor, I think a lot of people maybe already know in their minds who they want to vote for, and if people are undecided, you know, they in turn do their own research and figure out which candidate or, you know, political party is best for them.
But $3 billion to spend on advertising,
everywhere.
and you know, at the state of Virginia, we're like, okay, we're cool with that because there's a lot of money coming in, you know, at the local stations as well.
And two,
advertising
social media has played a huge factor too with, you know, trying to get folks. I mean, even in your text messages, a lot of folks are getting text messages, mass texting, you know, messages on social media. Like if you try to click on a video, an ad has to play. It's like you can't escape it.
No, you can't. And I tell you, as a born and raised Virginian, I can't ever recall the amount of attention that this state has gotten with all the candidates coming through. I mean, on a weekly basis, almost daily lately, and even last night, Stevie Wonder's at Norfolk Scope giving a concert.
Had a free concert. They completely packed the Scope. I mean, that place sits like, what, some 8,000 people.
And you were there?
I was there, yeah. I went last night, and it was a packed house. You know, I think they're just trying to do those last-minute pushes for each candidate. A lot of concerts were held around the other, you know, battleground states. To just give that last-minute push, rally the voters. But Stevie Wonder did say, he said if, you know, deciding on Virginia, because he was there for an Obama rally, he said if Virginia decides that way, he'll come back and put on a concert.
Oh, wow.
So he was promising to Virginians, and but it's just crazy to show some of the big names that come out at the last minute, some heavy hitters. Some heavy hitters,
and you were at the concert last night. Last night I went with Stephanie Cook to see an advanced screening of Lincoln.
How was that?
Which it was very interesting.
Yeah.
It was very neat. It was about the 13th Amendment, getting the freeing slaves, and it was really neat the process that they went through. So it almost like perfect timing right around now that, you know, democracy at work and you know, difference of opinions and the vote. I mean, it was a really neat movie in a lot of ways. Stephanie Cook will talk all about it soon.
She'll review
but
it.
It's very political, a very political movie on how it worked back in the day. Things have changed a lot now, and but it's kind of neat just to see what we're going through today. Everyone's standing in line. Even this morning they showed Vice President Joe Biden standing in line, waiting to vote. But trust me, he could have walked straight up to the poll and voted. But it's very calculated. These guys are going to stand in line. All of them will stand in line just so they can have their picture taken.
Right.
The longer they're on TV, the more face time, the more exposure they get. Maybe it'll sway some minds.
Yeah, well, President Obama, he already did early voting. He's already cast his ballot, but still, that's, you know, it's going to be interesting. It's one of those, a lot of folks are going to be glued to the TV, which just leads us to our third and final hot topic is how are you going to get your results? You know, the big thing right now is standing in line and casting your vote. Well, once the polls close, is it social media? Are you going to be watching TV? Is it a watch party? Or are you just going to go to bed and wake up tomorrow morning and be like, oh, okay?
No, I think most people are going to want to know the results. So they'll probably be watching TV. They might be glued to their iPhone. Who knows? But you know, it's always interesting this time of year and see how the networks attack it. Years ago, it was the whiteboard used by NBC. Now it's Democracy Plaza on the ice rink. They're going to fill in all the states with the colors, and so it should be neat to watch them. Of course, Wavy TV has been planning this for months, so we have everybody in all the key places. So tonight we'll be bombarding you with information that you need to know about all the local races, about the amendments, you name it, we'll have it for you.
Reporters in the field, also some political experts on hand too to give some feedback to that as well. So a lot going on today, decision day if you want to call it. You can chime in, let us know what you think. A couple ways to do that on our Facebook page, or you can follow us on Twitter at HR_show.
Let me just say this, that I am casting a vote right now for Jeremy Wheeler, weatherman of the day. You want the year or the millennium?
I'll take it.
You'll take whatever.
Well, thank you.
You got my vote, Jeremy Wheeler.
Having this seat and being the weatherman of the day, then I think
I'll
change the weather today. Yeah, I want to make it nicer outside.
Well, a lot of folks are bundling up, standing outside waiting to
cold this morning.
In this
evening,
the air, my friend.
You know, we got some rain coming in now. That's changed since yesterday. So, you know, just, maybe I shouldn't be weatherman for a day. Maybe I should try and step out and let somebody else sit in the seat. Let's take a look at it. So yeah, it was chilly this morning. It'll be chilly later today. The highs in the low to mid 50s, but by 6 p.m. we're talking about 40s and a few showers around. Even by 4, 5, 6 o'clock we'll see a few showers. Wednesday we'll see rain and wind. That coastal system looks like it'd have a little less of an impact on us. We will see maybe some minor tidal flooding, but other than that, I think we're going to be all right with that. It's going to move to the northeast, cause more problems for New York and New Jersey than it will for us. And then Thursday, Friday, we dry out. Saturday and Sunday looking good. Sunshine in 60s. Not bad. Looking forward to that. All right, so here's the pop quiz for today. First clue is this. Just had a tune-up, question mark though. Found in Chesapeake, built during World War II, and has Hornets, Hawkeyes, and Greyhounds. Think about that. Put your clues together, thehamptonroadshow.com. Good luck.
Good luck, everybody. Today's winner will receive a 4-pack of passes to an advanced screening tomorrow night of Skyfall, the new James Bond movie in theaters Friday. Man, I went and saw Lincoln last night.
Right.
Maybe I should hold out for Skyfall.
Oh, man. All right, still ahead on the Hampton Roadshow. The X Factor finalists are getting pumped up before rehearsals. We're going to see how they're spending their downtime in our Entertainment Express. But first, we're also going to find out why Santa has teamed up with the prehistoric herd from Ice Age to bring the North Pole to MacArthur Center for the holidays. Stay with us. Welcome back, everyone. The prehistoric herd from the family film Ice Age are coming to the center court at MacArthur Center and spending the holidays right here in Hampton Roads. Joining us now to tell us more about it is Karen Winters from MacArthur Center. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks. It's nice to be here.
Yeah, it's good to see you again. I know, right? So, holidays, Christmas, it's here.
Santa arrives this Thursday, November 8th.
This Thursday?
Yes, we're very
Wow.
excited. And he'll be in the Ice Palace. So there's a lot of people in Hampton Roads that have come to see him in the Ice Palace before. But for those who haven't, it's our beautiful holiday display. It looks like it's all carved from ice. There's an LED light show. There's a big 30-foot dome that you can walk in, and it snows inside. So it's very magical and very fun. And then new this year, you mentioned, is the prehistoric herd from Age Continental Drift. So we're very excited.
So what's the atmosphere like when kids go around? You know, obviously mom and dad can take the little ones through there, but it's a little like maze for them to go through.
It is. So you start and there's 2 globes and they're interactive, and you'll see scenes from the movie Age Continental Drift. You'll see Scrat, you know, he's on this sort of constant search for his missing acorns, and there are actually 5 acorns hidden in the Ice Palace.
Okay.
So you and the kids can sort of try to find the acorns as you walk through. There's a big display where you can measure your height against Sid and Diego from the movie. There's a place where you can leave your handprint in ice. So there's like a patch of ice, and you just put your hand down and you leave your handprint. And then you come to the Ice Throne, which is this beautiful big throne. It looks like it's made of ice. It feels like it's made of ice because it's cold to sit on.
Right.
And you can have your picture taken there, and then you walk into that big 30-foot dome, and that's where the real magic is. And you can play in the snow. The kids love to roll around in the snow. They throw it up in the air. And I tell people all the time, please come early.
Okay.
Because when you wait till later in the season, the lines get long. If you come early, you can spend lots of time playing in the snow, and then you walk out and Santa Claus is there, and you can spend lots of time with Santa, make sure that you get your whole wish list heard by him. We have professional photographers on staff, so you can have a picture taken, and it's a really fun, magical experience.
And are these some ways that you can get the photo with Santa done?
Yeah, well, our photo partner is Snapfish, and so what you can do is we will take the picture for you, and then you can go to snapfish.com, and if you buy any of the photo packages, they start at $21.
Okay.
You will get a certificate for a free 8x11 photo book from Snapfish, which is a $25 value. So you spend $21, you get $25. It's a pretty good deal. Then if you go to snapfish.com, you also get a code for 30% off your order. And these are some of the things that you can make when you go to snapfish.com. So you can do travel mugs, coffee mugs, Christmas cards, calendars. There's even jewelry. You can make a charm bracelet or a necklace. So I love these gifts because they're very personal. And my sister actually does a calendar every year for my parents. And, you know, we have families scattered across the country. And so it's a really nice way to kind of keep your family in touch with what's happening. And, you know, every month you turn the page on the calendar and there's another picture of, you know, a family member. It's really fun.
Year-long gift. I like that.
Yeah.
When you guys are setting up for this, I know it's covered and a lot of people are walking around pink and wondering what that is. You guys get a lot of buzz from the folks wondering and waiting when it's going to open?
We do. And actually I was down there yesterday doing some setup and somebody was up above, and it's covered around the sides, but it's kind of open on the top so you can get a little bit of a peek. And somebody sort of yelled down, hey, when does it open? When does Santa Claus come? So we're all ready, and we're on Facebook now, so we're already starting to get some play on Facebook about when does Santa Claus come. I'm so excited about the Ice Palace. So yeah, the enthusiasm is high, and we're really excited as well.
And is the Ice Palace open as long as the mall hours are and Santa will be there?
Yep.
Okay.
So we open on November 8th, 10 o'clock in the morning. Come on down and see Santa. The other thing you can do is we have the Ice Age DVDs for sale. So Ice Age 1, 2, and 3 are a bundle pack for $12.99.
Okay.
Ice Age 4 Continental Drift is not out yet. It doesn't come out till December 11th, but you can pre-order it at MacArthur Center. So we'll give you a voucher. You can go ahead and pay for it, and then anytime after December 11th, you can pop in and pick it up, or we'll mail it to you, whatever you'd like.
Good. All
so
right.
it's a great Christmas gift.
Information is there. You can always go to shopmacarthur.com or MacArthurOnIce.com. And I also know you guys are getting ready for the ice rink, too.
I'm going to come
Set
back
up
and talk
outside.
about some more fun
All
stuff.
right. Lots of fun going on. Karen Winters, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
All right, the political process is in full motion. Of course, today is Election Tuesday here in the United States of America, and people around the country are out waiting in line, ready to cast their vote for the President of the United States. Who's it going to be? We'll find out later tonight. But we're asking you today, what are you doing? How are you voting? How's it going? Are you exercising your right as an American citizen? Well, here's what you have to say. Dana says she's out voting today. Brian, standing in line now at Forest Glen Middle School. People say it's about a 30-minute line. We have one person here who said they took 2 hours to get the vote out right there. Megan says in line approaching 2 hours. Megan Smith hasn't even voted yet. 2 hours. That is what you call dedication. Way to go, Megan. All right, also, Peggy Howe, not voting today. I'm not into the whole political thing. I don't really understand it. Honestly, I could care less because I feel neither one is going to be able to fix us. Well, here's something to think about. You know, you need to exercise your vote so you can have an opinion. But regardless of who wins today, regardless, Obama, Romney, we need to get behind them and support them because nothing gets done without support. So support the winner regardless.
And you know, and you know, a lot of folks, like she was saying, she didn't vote because she didn't understand. I'm sure there's a good majority of folks who aren't exercising their right to vote, and they do have that right by not casting a vote. But
That's
you
true.
know, of course, I've voted early. You're gonna you went, and then you're gonna
Yeah,
have
I'm
to
going to try to
go
go
back,
again later on today. That early rush,
Eddie,
man. I mean, people were in line.
I think
prior to
everybody
opening
had
the
that
polls.
idea.
Yeah, I'm going to beat everybody to the polls. No, there was a line early on. Okay, Peggy Howe says, actually, Carol says, done at 6:20 a.m., Whaleyville, Suffolk, Virginia. 3 working voting booths. 1 was already not working correctly, still moving smoothly, praying for it for results.
Yeah, last night, if you drove by the Scope yesterday, you saw the lines were wrapped around. I was one of them in the line to go see the free Stevie Wonder concert. He put on a great concert. It was just him and his band, and of course they had some heavy hitters there too. Of course, Gabby Douglas, Francina McCrory introduced Stevie Wonder. He came out and sang a lot of his hits, and in between he was chanting, trying to get the folks rallied and fired up and ready to go. That's what he kept saying to folks. Well, look at that line. Look at that.
Yeah.
The doors opened at 6, but actually, he put on about an hour concert.
Yeah, the incomparable. I mean, it's amazing what he can do for the vote. I mean, right there. You know, he's trying to sway the vote. And we're also talking today about political advertising. This year, they're saying that some $3 billion between the candidates and special interest groups will be put back into the economy for political advertising, and we just want to know, does it make a difference for you? Megan says no, same as rallies. These attending are supported the candidate. Waste of time and money. I feel bad for undecided voters who have been bashed with media and don't know what to do. Dana says the only difference it makes is that I get a little bitter towards the both major party candidates. That's a lot of money that could be used for a better purpose.
And Bryn says, I dislike most of the ads. I want to know what you are going to do, not what you think the other person isn't doing or won't do. And Tanya Bailey just says, no, just glad it's over with the commercials. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, one way to endure those political ads is have something good to eat. And here in Hampton Roads, we know how to eat, huh?
We do. We have a Hampton Roadshow. Way to go. Our favorite foodie, Patrick Evans Hilton, isn't here today because he was asked to field a team for the Chef's Challenge at the World Food Championships in Las Vegas.
Yeah, he created a team, Chesapeake Bay, made up of his team of chefs. Chef Travis Brust of Williamsburg Inn, Chef Mike Farrell of Still Worldly Eclectic Tapas, and Chef Jerry Weckbreck of Zoe's Restaurant. All 3 chefs on this team made it through the first day and into the finals in the Chef's Challenge of the World Food Championships.
And get this, Chef Travis won first place in the Chef's Challenge, beating out scores of very, very talented culinary professionals from across the globe, including several Food Network stars and a finalist in one of Gordon Ramsay's television challenges. Chef Travis rocked it out with some of our state's favorite foods and foodways, pairing rockfish, oysters, and Edward Soriano ham with other ingredients.
That's right. Chef Travis went on to place third in the final table, another remarkable feat. Patrick will be here for Tuesday's Taste in a couple of weeks with a full report. Patrick posted on his Facebook page that this means Virginia is on the world's culinary map. Congratulations to Team Chesapeake Bay.
Way to go.
Yeah, awesome stuff, guys.
How awesome is that? And they've been in our kitchen cooking.
That's right.
We know them.
Very cool.
So cool.
All right, still to come on the Hampton Roads Show, from watercolors, oil to acrylic. You can get just about anything at the Artist Gallery in Virginia Beach. I will give you a sneak peek and meet a few of the artists on this week's edition of Wreck on the Road. Plus, the X Factor finalists hit the red carpet before they kick off their rehearsals into high gear. We'll hear what they have to say about the competition ahead.
And don't forget about our pop quiz. Today's winner will receive a 4-pack of passes to an advanced screening tomorrow night of Skyfall. That's the new James Bond movie in theaters on Friday. Just log on to thehamptonroadshow.com and click on the pop quiz button in the top right-hand corner of the screen.
Welcome back to the Hampton Roads Show, everybody. Our live audience today is from the 2013 CHKD Run Walk for the Kids, and they're here to tell us why this is more than just a charity run and why you should think about registering today. Please welcome Lisa Coleman from CHKD to tell us more. Welcome back to the Hampton Roads Show.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, tell me about the Run Walk, what this is all about.
Run Walk for the Kids is really something that everybody and anybody can do, and all funds, of course, go to Children's Hospital of the King's Daughters. It is Saturday, June 15th, 2013, so we're getting out of the gate early this year.
Yeah,
so that
that's a long way away,
we
isn't it?
can prepare, get everybody excited and pumped up for it, and of course train for it if needs be, and get those early bird prices.
Okay, Run Walk, is this a race, and how long is it?
We have an 8K, a 2-mile walk, and then a 1-mile fun run for the kids.
A fun run for the kids, so it's a little something for everybody. How long have you been doing this?
This is actually going to be our 8th year, so we're very excited. Our numbers are increasing, and we want to be able to increase them more so that we can give more support to our hospital.
Okay, I see here you've got some kids with you, some very cute kids, by the way. This is Ethan. Ethan's here, and you're Ethan's mom. Can you tell me about Ethan and the Ethan team?
Sure. We have had a team for the Run Walk for 3 years in a row, and last year we set out to have the largest number of participants on our team, and we succeeded, and we're very, very proud of that. Ethan has been cared for at CHKD since 2009. He was diagnosed with childhood leukemia, which is a form of blood cancer, and has been treated at the hospital to this date. We've had amazing care, and we're so proud of Katie and so grateful that it's in our area that we wanted to do all we could to reach out and support the hospital. So we rounded up a very large team for 2012, and we'll be out again this year.
How many kids do you got?
We had over 150 participants in 2012.
Wow. Okay, Lisa, how many people do you expect for this run walk?
We're expecting about 4,000 people.
4,000? Wow, that's amazing. The Run Walk, of course, we're getting out a little early out of the gate, as Lisa said. It is Saturday, June 15th at Town Point Park in Norfolk. You find out more information at runwalkforthekids.org. All right, Ethan, I gave you one chance to do a jumping jack. Can you give me at least one? No. No? Give me at least one. No. How about your friends back here? Either of y'all want to give me a jumping jack? So cute. I'm telling you, I promise you when we go to commercial break, they're going to be doing jumping jacks, right? All right, Lisa, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Still ahead, we're going to talk with Dr. Michael Zwickelbauer from Plastic Surgery Center of Hampton Roads about how you can get rid of the most stubborn body fat and improve your shape. Stay with us. I'm here at the Plastic Surgery Center of Hampton Roads, where they offer several different services, one of which is liposuction. And here to tell us a little bit more about this procedure is Dr. Michael Zwickelbauer. Doctor, thank you for talking with us today.
Sure thing. Thanks for having me.
Good. Hey, so how does one know if they're a good candidate for liposuction?
Well, generally, much like any surgery, we want to make sure that people are healthy enough to go through a surgical procedure. Safety is always our paramount to us. But specifically for liposuction, we're looking for candidates who are overall healthy, have isolated areas of adiposity or fatty deposits that they want to get rid of. People who are good candidates for it have generally good quality skin in that area as well. They don't have a lot of laxity of skin. And other people are good candidates for it are people who are pretty much active, not sedentary, not overweight.
What's the recovery time like when someone goes through liposuction?
Recovery time can vary basically by the amount of surgery that's done. We have safety guidelines, again, that we try to abide by, and removing less than 5 liters of fat and fluid from the body is our maximum when it comes to doing this safely as an outpatient. If I were to have a patient like that, I'd tell them it's a much longer recovery time than someone who I'm just removing a little fat on their chin or a little fat on their arms or a little fat on their belly. So generally the small areas of liposuction, I'll have patients come back and see me in 2 days and they'll feel comfortable enough to start working out in between 3 to 7 days generally. There are some compressive garments that we make you wear or have you wear to try to help the skin shrink back in nicely. And I alluded to that earlier. Who's a good candidate? The people with loose skin. The skin will not shrink in, and you're left with even looser skin, which nobody wants.
Can fat from liposuction be deposited somewhere else on the patient?
Yeah, that's the cutting edge thing that we're doing now that's really fascinating in plastic surgery. We're using fat from people's bodies to inject in their buttocks. We're using it to inject in their face. And I know you spoke to one of my partners, but one of the 3 things in facelifts, not only is their skin aging, not only is gravity working, but we're losing fat in our face as we age. And so we take advantage of that, and the fat that we've removed, we're now adding into the face. We're adding into the breast. I have patients with breast asymmetry that I will inject fat into the one breast to make them more symmetric. Breast cancer patients very often, when a lot of the breast tissue has been removed and we're left with implants in there that don't look as natural, we very often can use fat to tailor that. So smoothing things out, fat is just a wonderful resource that we all manage to have.
And really quick, what are some of the other non-surgical methods out there that people can go to?
Some of the newer methods that we're doing to try to help remove fat have less amount of downtime, and there's ultrasound therapy that's for that. There's a cool laser therapy for that, and there's freezing that they're doing for fat. So all fascinating stuff.
Awesome. Well, very good information. We'll have all of this on our website, thehamptonroadshow.com. Dr. Zwickelbauer, thanks for talking with us.
Thanks for having me.
And the Plastic Surgery Center of Hampton Roads, you can go online, find out more information by going to pschr.com or give them a call, 873-3500.
All right, the newly crowned X Factor Top 12 taking a break from rehearsals to hit the red carpet for a little celebration.
Fox's Adam Housley has the story in our Entertainment Express.
The X Factor Top 12 took a little break Monday night to celebrate their success on the competition show.
This is what you worked for your whole life, right? And now we're here, and it's bigger than you ever dreamed. The bigger I ever dreamed, at least. It's crazy.
It's incredible. Like, it feels like a dream still. It's so surreal. I love it. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
My first red carpet. Amazing.
Getting the red carpet treatment was exciting for the contestants, but Wednesday night's performance show is always on their mind.
The competition is always on my mind, no matter what we're doing. Obviously, this is a little bit of a break from all of the, hard work we do all day long, but it's always in the back of my mind. This is always a competition from the minute I wake up in the morning until the minute I go to bed.
I can't wait. Like, I'm gonna dance. Everything is gonna be crazy, explosive. It's gonna be crazy. I can't let you have too much, because I want it to be a surprise. I want everybody to see that I'm legit and I'm ready. I'm here to be that superstar for them.
I'm not so sure about that song choice.
The judges say the finalists need to do more to prove they have what it takes to win the competition.
I have to say I was a little bored.
What they need to do to step it up is to keep performing like it's the end of their lives. They need to perform so hard. They need to captivate the audience, and I mean, there's nothing more other than they can do than to just pour their heart out on the stage.
This is really a defining week for all of the contestants. This week, they will all really have to step up and give perhaps more than they've given even up until now. Because, when America gets involved, America can be tough.
That's right, show, because I'm in the flow.
Finalists go head-to-head Wednesday night, and America will learn who moves on to the next round on Thursday.
All my life I've been waiting for.
In in Hollywood, Adam Hauser, Fox News.
We love us some X Factor. All right, still ahead on the Hampton Roadshow. A short walk from the ocean sits a small building filled with great original artwork. The Artist Gallery offers fresh and evocative looks at life. That story is coming up next on Wreck on the Road. Welcome back to the Hampton Roadshow, everybody. We are buzzing all things voting.
Decision Day.
Decision 2012.
All right.
Who's it going to be? Who is it going to be?
Well,
Barack, 4 more years? Romney, a new president?
Well, we'll just have to wait for the results.
Just have to wait and see.
Which leads us to one of our questions. How do you get your results? Watch party, TV, online, social media, paper, etc.
Watching us at Wait
Christy
TV.
says TV. Tony Franklin says, I've done the watch party thing before, but this year I'm going to watch it on TV. Kimberly says, I'll know when the news tells me tomorrow morning. They're going to be getting results in all night. Yes, all evening through the night.
How can you wait?
Jesse says, good morning. We get results by Wavy. Thank you for that. And social media. James says, I'll get my information from the NSA. They already know the winner. All I see are triangles. LOL. James.
You know, it's really exciting and interesting to see the political process. And you know, what else happens every 4 years? The Olympics. So every 4 years we become experts in the Olympics. Every 4 years we become experts in the voting system in America. It's
I mean, there's just so much to break it down.
You forget about the whole electoral college and how much you need for a majority vote, and it's interesting. Every 4 years.
Mike B says he's going to get his results on TV and online for local elections. Peggy says TV. PJ says Wavy TV. Ed says paycheck. It will say it all.
The paycheck will say it all. It's all about money.
And Melinda says relax, respect, do the right thing. Some people are saying online. So, and also we were asking, are you going to vote today? Did you take advantage of early voting? And also advertising, does it make a difference for you?
Long lines at the polls this morning. People trying to get in early and try to beat the rush. Well, you know what? Everybody was thinking that way. So it should be interesting how the lines are this afternoon, too.
Yeah, Ed says he voted weeks ago. He says, did I vote for the best? Who knows? But I voted. Which doesn't matter who you vote for, just exercise your right to vote. Marcia says, I will be voting here in Norfolk when her husband gets home from work.
It's a great day and a great learning experience for all the kids. They're out of school today, but they need to know why. When they go by the schools, they'll see why.
Yeah, and Ed was talking about, you know, some $3 billion was spent on advertising alone and for this presidential election between all the signage and TV commercials. Does it really make a difference when it comes down to the deciding factor and who you're going to vote for? Ed says time allowed should not exceed a 6-month period and a cap of X amount should be used. Billions wasted. Great way to start a presidential term. Starving folk in the U.S. and these guys threw money like Sandy did through New York. So everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But
let's just hope that these signs that you see on the roadways are gone in a couple days.
10 days. 10 days.
10 days? Okay, so you got 10 days to get rid of them. Let's hope they're gone in 2. I know that's not going to happen.
All right. So, well, it is Decision Day, and of course, we've been asking all of our hot topics have to do with something to do with voting the election, and so we have some little election day trivia.
Going back in the archives today, little questions for you. Why do we vote on Tuesday in November? Well, very interesting. The answer is most Americans worked on farms when the current election day was set in the 1800s. Congress picked November for elections as a time after the harvest, but before the weather made travel cumbersome. So Tuesday was picked so voters had a day between church services and election day to get their the county seat to vote, specifically designating the first Tuesday after the first Monday in the month. Then elections would never fall on November 1st. When businesses usually settled their books for the previous month.
So long story short, when you were voting on horse and buggy,
you
had to have Sunday worship, and then you had to take a day to get to your county seat.
And they don't want to make it the
first.
first.
On Tuesday. All right. Well, our next question. Put your thinking caps on. What was the worst finish in history for an incumbent president running for re-election? Was it Millard Fillmore in 1856, Herbert Hoover in 1932? William Howard Taft in 1912, or was it Martin Van Buren in 1848?
And if you know the answer to this, I would be very impressed.
The answer is William Howard Taft in 1912 with 23.2% of the popular vote. Democrat Woodrow Wilson won the election handily, but Taft ended up splitting the Republican vote with former President Teddy Roosevelt running as a candidate of the Bull Moose Party. He said, quote, "I have one consolation," Taft joked afterwards, saying, quote, "No one candidate was ever elected ex-president by such a large majority."
We need more Bull Moose Party. No doubt about it.
Really?
I would vote for somebody in a Bull Moose Party just because it sounds cool. All right, in terms of the popular vote, what was the closest election in history? 1824, Andrew Jackson versus John Quincy Adams. 1880, James Garfield versus Winfield Scott Hancock. 88, Benjamin Harris versus Grover Cleveland. Or in 2000, George W. Bush versus Al Gore. Well, the answer is 1880, James A. Garfield versus Winfield Scott Hancock. Despite capturing fewer than 2,000 more popular votes than Hancock, Garfield was easily elected, capturing 214 of the 369 electoral votes it casted. So
wow.
That was a close one.
All right, question number 4. What newspaper famously went to press with the headline, "Dewey defeats Truman" in 1948 presidential election?
This
Was it
does
the
not
Albany
look
New York
to me.
Times Union?
Yeah.
The Chicago Daily News, the Chicago Daily Tribune, or was it the New York Post?
One of the biggest gaffes in political presidential voting history.
Yeah, it was the Chicago Daily Tribune, the Tribune, which had once branded Truman a, quote, nincompoop, called Arthur Sears Henning, its veteran Washington correspondent, to predict the outcome of the election and write the newspaper's lead story before the actual results were in. Some 150,000 copies were published before the gaffe was corrected.
Yeah,
How
who's the
about
nincompoop
that?
now? Who's the nincompoop now?
Called
Chicago
in
Daily Tribune.
your lead correspondent to predict the outcome of the election, and then you go to press. Wow.
Whoops. All right, now how about
Okay.
a couple of did you knows?
Yeah.
Let's throw this in there just for
Some good
little
stuff.
fun stuff. No U.S. president was an only child. Franklin Roosevelt, Gerald Ford, Bill Clinton, and Barack Obama all had half-siblings. Interestingly, 11 U.S. presidents were the oldest child in their family, and 6 presidents were the youngest child in their family.
Really?
Yeah. 9 presidents never. Here's the second did you know.
Yeah, 9 presidents never attended college.
That's right. Washington, Jackson, Van Buren, Taylor, Fillmore, Lincoln, Andrew Johnson, Cleveland, and Truman. The college that has the most presidents as alumni, 7 in total, of course. Harvard.
Harvard. J. Adams, Quincy Adams, T. Roosevelt, F. Roosevelt, Kennedy, Bush, went to business school, Barack Obama, law school, Yale, came in with a close second. 5 presidents as alumni, Taft, Ford, law school, George W. Bush, Clinton, law school, and George W. Bush.
All right, how about one more did you know, Ariane?
I know this one.
Okay.
I know this one because I am that.
You are that?
I am left-handed.
Okay, 8
Maybe
left-handed
because of my
presidents, James A. Garfield, Herbert Hoover, Harry S. Truman, Gerald Ford, Ronald Reagan, George H.W. Bush, Bill Clinton, and Barack Obama, along with Ariane Aramburo.
Yep.
All left-handed presidents. Oh, wait a minute. No woman has been elected president just yet. So
Just yet.
just yet.
Just yet.
It's going to happen.
So that's some fun little election trivia for
Yeah,
you.
get out and vote today. And like I said earlier, regardless of who wins, get behind them and support them. It'll make this country much better. All right, for over 24 years, the Artist Gallery has been displaying and creating local distinctive fine art near the ocean front. The gallery hosts free exhibitions and demonstrations monthly. We find out so much more on this week's edition of Wreck on the Road. Local art lives, and it's as easy as taking a drive down Norfolk Avenue in Virginia Beach, where you'll stumble upon a little gallery called the Artist Gallery. From the outside, it looks small, but from the inside, it is teeming with beautiful art. This is Amy Ratliff. Talk about the Artist Gallery, what it is, and how it got started.
Well, 25 years ago, this got started as a working gallery where 5 artists rented space, and it's mushroomed now into nearly 50 artists. We have a wide range of media and artists, both local, state, and nationally recognized artists, so we're very proud. We also are a good venue for artists that are just emerging or just trying to get their work out to the public.
I can imagine, since this is a beach artist gallery, that there's a lot of beach artwork here.
Oh yes, a lot. I think if you're looking for that kind of art, especially local art, you're going to find it here. Also, another show we have called Summerscapes is a good time to come, and the Surf's Up. But you'll find art local here and beach art.
Okay, like I said, when you look from outside, it looks kind of small, but inside there are all kinds of nooks and crannies. I think now is a good time to go for a little wandering session.
Oh, excellent. Let's do that.
First stop, Tony Hall's room, and as you can tell, Tony likes to paint faces. Talk about your work, how long you've been doing it, and what's the magic of your art.
I've been painting 40 years or more. I love capturing people's personality if possible in the paintings. I like meeting the people. I like to paint from photographs. I like to paint from real life.
All right, this is Maggie Kerrigan. She's one door down from Tony. Maggie, what kind of art do you do?
I'm a watercolorist primarily. I also work in acrylics. I've been painting watercolors for over 20 years though.
What has the Artist Gallery done for you?
I've only just come on board with them in May, so for me it's been a whirlwind of getting work on walls, having opportunities to get my work in front of clients. It's been a great chance for me to start turning my art into an actual professional business.
A couple doors down is Shirley Hurd Anderson and her work. She's worked in just about every medium, and just recently you've switched over to oils. Why?
That's right. I had never tried oils, and it was a challenge, and it still is a challenge for me, and that's why I wanted to try it.
Isn't that the beauty of art?
Yes, yes, and it's the process, and I've certainly had a process with this. People are so talented that you always are striving to be better than you are because you see all of this wonderful work around you.
Come prepared to enjoy yourself and tour our 7 studios, our 3 main galleries.
That's the Artist Gallery on Norfolk Avenue. Amy Ratcliffe, thank you for joining us on the Hampton Roadshow.
You're welcome.
All right, local art lives. This is a great place to find a unique and perfect one-of-a-kind piece of artwork just in time for the holidays. And if you would like to check out the gallery, this Friday would be perfect. The Artist's annual holiday boutique kicks off Friday night from 6:30 to 8:30 and will last until December 23rd. And you can find out more about the Artist Gallery at 608 Norfolk Avenue in Virginia Beach. Log on to HamptonRoadshow.com for more information or give them a call at 425-6671. It's right there on Norfolk Avenue. Tiny little place from the outside, but when you go in, it is pretty awesome.
Very neat.
Very neat.
Nice. Lots of quality.
And
lots of talent.
Quality, beautiful, local, original art. And well priced too, so perfect for Christmas.
Big range in prices?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Get your Christmas cards there. You name it.
Good idea. Okay.
good.
Thanks, Chris.
Yep.
Let's have a look at the pop quiz for today. The 4 clues, in case you missed it earlier, are these: just had a tune-up ? Found in Chesapeake, built during World War II, and has Hornets, Hawkeyes, and Greyhounds. What do you think about that? What do you think? Come on, Ariane, you can get this one. Today's your day.
Whoa, there is a lot of pressure when you just throw it all
I
on
know
there
there is.
to get it.
Yep, that's right.
I'm voting for Fentress.
What?
Fentress Field.
Fentress Airfield.
That's right.
Voting for Fentress.
Good job. Yeah, those the Hornets, the Hawkeyes, the Greyhounds. Those are types of aircraft.
I'm not.
I love it. Get a close-up of Ariane after every pop quiz. I love it.
Defeats. Can you?
Sorry.
Okay. Just I don't know how you come up with these, but.
Fresh off the top, they
amazing.
just pop
It's
in
amazing.
there. And just
All right,
whoop.
well, if you got Fentress Field, the answer. Today's winner will receive a 4-pack of passes to an advanced screening tomorrow night of Skyfall, the new James Bond movie, in theaters on Friday. We'll be in touch with you how to claim your prize. Remember, we post all of our winners on our website every afternoon, so just log on, click on that pop quiz box to see if you won.
All right, stick around, everybody. We're going to wrap up this Election Day Tuesday in just a few minutes.
Fentress Field, huh?
Fentress.
Votes. That is the word of the day.
That is right.
Decision day.
Exercise your right.
Election day. Yeah.
Election Tuesday. Hey, check it out. I mean, this is what it's all about today. People standing in line for their exercising their right, who they want to be the President of the United States. People have been voting all day, this morning, this evening. We've been talking all about it today. Thanks for standing by and watching it with us.
Yeah, even in driving into work, passing some schools and some polling locations, you could see that the lines are just out the door, people wrapped around, but, you know, rain or shine, people are still making their way out. You know,
That's
cold
right.
too. A lot of folks had to bundle up early this morning.
It was rough this morning, yeah. And then, you know, this evening, still going to be pretty chilly, and you got some rain showers thrown into the mix. So
At least it's not tomorrow when that nor'easter comes through. So.
yeah, that'll be, you know, rain, wind, a little bit of tidal flooding. So yeah, none of that today.
Hey, one more did you know for you. GOP. You know what it stands for?
Grand Ole Party.
Yeah, okay, Grand Ole Party. That's an easy one. Everybody knew that. Just thought I'd throw it out there.
A Grand Ole Party.
Everybody.
Did you know?
Okay, hey, we want to thank our live audience today from the CHKD Run Walk. It is happening on June 15th at Town Point Park. It's never too early to get ready for that. It's a great cause, so get out there and support the cause. For more information, go to hamptonroadshow.com.
Did you ever get your jumping jack?
My jumping jack? I didn't get the jumping jack, but they'll give it to us at some point.
Also want to thank Karen Winters from MacArthur Center. The Ice Palace opens on Thursday. And you can go bring the little ones down there and get your picture with Santa as well. And also a Hampton Roadshow way to go to our chefs who are in Las Vegas, took on some great titles.
And on Friday, you got to stick around for this. Wendy Williams is coming in.
And
Wendy
Pablo
Williams.
Yes, and Pablo Francisco, the comedian. Very funny. We're going to be doing lots of stuff. You won't want to miss it. So thank you for tuning in, everyone. Go vote.